Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my shop. Today we're going to get back on the 75 Corvette, and we're going to set the clearances on the rear wheel bearing assembly and get it all ready to get it slapped back on this Corvette. So stay tuned and let's get busy. Alright, ran into a big situation in setting this up, and a lot of it had to do with my micrometer. My micrometer only reads to the hundredths of an inch, not a thousandths. So I run into a problem in trying to get the correct shims set up in this, in which I eventually do. But I'm going to go ahead and include all that in here, showing how I kind of went through it. And but the best thing to do is, if you get one of these micrometers, get one that'll read to a thousandths of an inch as opposed to just a hundredths. So anyway, let's get to it. Close old friend of mine, he's retiring from everything, and he decided he wanted to part with these, and I said I'll take them. I don't know how many more years I've got that I want to do this kind of stuff, but this is a whole lot of handy tools to do it with. So that's how I come about with them. Anyway. Alright, I made mention about using a new to me press. Well, here he is. Got a buffer. Got a drill press, and I got a standalone sandblaster, and I also have this cabinet that I think it's not sand. It's too fine. It might be sand though, but I've decided I am going to do a little bit to some of them parts I've pulled off, and here's one of them. I sandblasted him and hit him with some flat black. I guess I ought to put some, well, that's all I had was the flat black. But anyway, some of these new tools I'm just now putting to use for the first time, and I'm pretty happy with it. So we're going to blast this other one. This is the left side. All right, anyway. We'll get noisy. Got power on already. Got him in there. Oh, it makes cleaning so much easier. I'll bring you up close, but you can't see anything. It's just dust. All right, we're going to drive the races in. Here's the kit, which is the bearings and races and seals. That's part of the kit. The good thing about the bearings are they're actually two different sizes, and you really can't mess up putting the wrong race in the wrong side, because one will fit real loose. So this is the outer, so it should be the big one here. All right, and you see he does not go down. All right, now this is the inner bearing, which is the smaller inside diameter, and you can see on this race it doesn't even attempt to go down. All right. Conversely, I flip him over. Well, let's get the one I haven't done. There we go. Now, where was I before I so rudely interrupted myself? You see how that race goes all the way in without, I mean, that bottoms out without punching it. So this is the inner race, all right? So that should be this one. All right, there we go. And before I drive it, I'm going to make sure the other one, and there you go. All right. I've seen some on the World Wide Web say they do the outer first. Don't matter to me. It's like I say, it's easy to tell which goes where. That bottomed out. So that's my double check. Check and double check. All right. Now, my seal driving tool, I've got it upside down because the radius on this race is more than this radius, and that would be driving into the seal. So I'll just go upside down to drive it. You can tell when you bottom out because you can tell by the sound. You can also look around on the back side and see that it's drove in. All right. Now we'll do this side. All right, got him good and started. It's getting loose. Crank that bolt tight. Don't want him flipping around and gouging something. All right. And sounded like he bottomed out. We're going to verify. And there we go. Here you can see there's the new race there. There's the new race there. All right, now I'm not going to put the seals in yet, because what we've got to do is we're going to use my setup tool, and we're going to set the free play on the spindle between the inner and outer bearing. It should be 0.001 thousandths to 0.008 thousandths. So I'm going to shoot somewhere in between 3 or 4. All right, and here's the kit. So there's the new spacer, and there's your different size shims, and this is what you'll use to set that distance. And here is the setup tool. It's the dimensions are real close to being what you have on the spindle, but it's a slip fit, so you don't have to press. All right. All right, I'm going to show you the end game first on the, oh, I don't know which side I'm dealing with here, the left side. Okay, this is the left side. Now, I've got my setup tool in here. I'm going to break it down when I do the right, but I'm just going to show you because this is coming out exactly where I want it. All right, so what we want to do, we want to have 0.01 one thousandths to 8 thousandths of free play. All right, and I've got my free play. I can feel it. All right, you can see here I'm zeroed out, and it's going to 4. All right, back, 4, back, 4. That's exactly where I want it, and that is using the 12,000th inch shim with the spacer. So I'll break that down when I do the right side. All right, I'm going to show you the setup tool. All right, this is the setup tool that you need for setting your clearance. Now, the bearings are slip fit on this, so you don't have to press them off and on. And this is the full tool right here. And I'll show you how to first to make sure the tool's set up right. All right, you got your 2 different size bearings. All right, where are we at? Right here, okay. There they are. And the larger one will go on first, all right. See, and it's a slip fit, and this will be the inner one. All right. Now what we want is to get the other bag of shims and spacers, all right. I'm putting a new spacer in also. Now, right now, I'm not going to measure. I'm going to see if I can't use the shims that came in the kit. All right, so what we have, what I'm going to start with is we put the shim in. Then I'm going to go with the largest, put the spacer in. I'm going to go with the largest shim, all right. Now I'm going to put the bearing on. Now I'm going to tighten it down, and it should tighten down to where it will hardly turn. We don't want any play in this. Some people have had to put an additional spacer on, just hand tight, and I can't move it. All right, that's good, see? So I don't have to put any additional spacers in there. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the bearing assembly up now on the vise. All right. Yeah, we're seeing it good. All right. Now we'll try a different angle. How's that? We'll try to get as close as we can. All right. Now I've got the largest shim in there, so it should be pretty loose. Let me make sure I'm going in at the right side. I think this is reversed from how I did. Yeah, goes this way, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. So we come in from this angle, put him on. See, I can feel slop right there. All right, we want to tighten him down somewhat. All right. Now I'm going to set up my dial gauge. See, I had it set up. I may have to. Yeah, I'm going to have to reverse this. This is how I had it set up on the last one. All right. Alright, you want him good and snug. Loosen him up. I don't know how if it's getting this or not. I want to zero out my gauge. Alright, let's see. I'm going to zero him. And let's see how much play I got. Alright, he's all the way in. Alright. Alright, he's zeroed. Alright. Wow. That's almost where I want it. No, too much. We got about, we're right at the very far edge. All right. Huh, it's in the hole. Now, let's try it again. All right, now. We're right at the edge, 8 thousandths. All right, I'll see if I can show you. All right. All right, I want 4. So we're going to change that. Move you back a little bit. I think that was a 13 thousandths. We'll see. Yep, 13. All right, so I want a 12. Let's try a 12. I'll have to go into my new bag here to see if I got a 12. 13 and 12. All right, here's a 12. We're going to slide him on here. All right. Slide him back through. Get everything lined back up. Alright, I can feel it. There's some play, but not near as much. Alright. That may not be enough. Wow. It's only 2 thousandths. Almost 3. Two thousandths, that's not enough. All right, I want more. I want 2 thousandths more. All right. Well, I had to play around a bunch with it, but we finally got it. I'm using the old spacer and a 11 thousandths shim, and I'm right at 4. And that'll do it. All right. All right. We got these ready to go. I've got them situated the way they go. I've decided that I want to instead of pressing them together now, I'm going to do it on the car on the trailing arm. The whole reasoning being, I'm thinking, now I could be wrong, and we'll see this together. I'm thinking I can get these parking brake shoes installed a whole lot easier with this plate the way I want to try to do it. So anyway, and the way I want to try to do it is to do it on the car. So I guess we'll do that in the next episode. So anyway, we're measured up, we got everything set, and we're ready to go. Even though I had to stumble around using a micrometer that really didn't do what I wanted, we were still able to get it set up. Now, a lot of people, they set to 1 thousandths, even 2 thousandths. And to me, if the specs call for 1 to 8 thousandths, I want to split the difference. So 3 to 4 is where I want to be. And I'm at 4, and I'm happy with it. Once you pack these things full of grease, they're going to tighten up a little bit more too. And they will wear eventually, but I still think we'll be all right, especially if it can go all the way to 8 thousandths and still be within spec. So, all that said, hope everything's going good with you and yours. Everything's going good here. Can't complain, even though I have been a little bit, haven't I? But let's just take care of the business and just carry on. So have a good one, and I hope to see you around on the next one, where we try to slam this thing back together again. See you.